During this video segment, I will show teachers how they can roll over their lesson dates from the previous year to this school year, this upcoming school year. So I'm logged in as a teacher right now, and if I go to this teacher's lessons database, and let's go ahead and choose Civics 8, you'll notice that he has done a lot of work in developing all of his lessons for the entire year. This teacher's been using the lesson planner and curriculum track now for quite a few years. But you'll also notice that none of these have been attached to date so far. So what we can do is he can just add those in day by day, or if he wants to keep the scope and sequence of all these lessons in the same fashion as he had the previous year. In other words, if this lesson took 2 days last year, then it would come in 2 days this year. Plus it keeps them all in the exact same order and takes out holidays, provided that your administrator's already set up no school days in the system. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that. The teacher would go to Class Section Setup, and notice there's this rollover dates from last year by each of these. Now, if you have any of your lessons set up for the new school year, you're not going to see that link. So if you go in and even for one Civics 8 lesson, add it to your weekly planner, this link will go away. But if you see it here, you have the ability to click on this. And what it's going to say is it's going to roll over your dates from last school year to this school year for this particular class section. And it says, what is your first day of school, or the first day you're going to teach a lesson? So we're going to go ahead and let's say that on the 21st we're going to start, but we're going to have some orientation. So I'm going to put the 22nd as the first day that I actually teach a lesson. I'll click continue. And then notice what it does is it shows all the lessons, and they're in the same order that he had last year, and shows the date last year and shows the date this year in each case. So if there are any lessons in here, for instance this one here took 2 days last year, notice then it's going to take 2 days this year as well. And you can go in and further adjust that if need be. Also notice it skips from the 25th. Even though here it went 23rd to 24th, here it went from the 25th and skipped 2 days. That's because there's a weekend in here. So it's going to skip your Saturdays and Sundays. So it pretty much takes care of all that logic for you. And so you could change them, as you can see here. So if you know for sure that this one's going to take, you want it on a different day, you can change that too. But probably the best procedure is just to click submit and send those through, and then you can further adjust them. So let's go ahead and click submit, and you'll see what happens. So it'll bring me back here, and by the way, notice now that I attach those, this link goes away. But let's go ahead and go to the weekly planner, and you'll notice that it added those in, it kept this one out, and so forth.